This is a step forward dumbbell snatch. What we're doing here is we're essentially doing the same thing that we would in a dumbbell snatch, but we're starting in a staggered stance and we're actually moving forward as we snatch. This is a great movement that levels up the athleticism of a typical dumbbell snatch, and it's more locomotive, which means that it's training this moving forward pattern, and it allows us to break out of this just like one plane of motion and get ourselves moving forward into some multiplanar movement. So the way that we're gonna set this up is I'm gonna center myself on top of this dumbbell the same way that I would snatch it. Whatever hand I'm using, in this case I'm using my left hand, I'm gonna drop my left leg back in this staggered stance, this more athletic position, okay? From here, I'm going to use the same mechanics as a dumbbell snatch. I don't wanna just rip it from the ground, but I wanna essentially deadlift it from the ground, building speed, transferring force as I finish overhead. And my focus is to land my foot and land my arm fully locked out and extended at the exact same time. I'm always gonna hold that end shape for a brief moment, to show strength, stability, and balance before I backtrack to the next rep. So let's take a look at that. Okay, from this position, I want you to notice my offside arm is out and active. It's gonna activate my opposite side. It's not here, okay? My front knee is stacked on top of my heel. You notice I'm not here. I'm not leaking forward. I could even slightly have my knee slightly behind my ankle, and then my shoulder, my elbow, and my wrist are stacked on top of one another. This is the end shape I wanna get to. From here, I'm gonna step my leg back, I'm gonna deload to my shoulder, and then I'm gonna drop that leg back as I get into my next rep, okay? Let me show you the opposite side, just to review. Weight stacked underneath my feet. Whatever arm I'm using, in this case it's gonna be my right arm, I'm gonna drop my right leg back, I'm going to deadlift, build speed, and simultaneous foot lands, arms locked out. Knees stacked over the ankle or slightly behind, joints are stacked. From here, return my feet together, back to my shoulder, drop the leg back into the stagger stance. That right there is the step forward dumbbell snatch.